Deep in a forest stood a very tall tree. Its leafy branches spread out like strong arms. There was a tall tree in a deep forest. Its branches had full of leaves and spread out like strong arms. This tree was the home of a flock of wild geese. They felt safe there. One of the geese was a wise world bird. Here, the word geese is the plural of goose. It means a large water bird with a long neck, short legs, webbed feet, and looks like duck. A flock of wild geese lived in that tree. They were safe while living there. There was a wise world bird among the flock of birds. He noticed a small creeper at the foot of the tree. The wise world bird saw a small creeper at the bottom of the tree. The word creeper means a plant that needs support to grow. He spoke to the other birds about it. "Do you see that creeper?" He said to them. "Let us destroy it." After seeing a little creeper, the wise bird talked to the other birds about this matter. He asked the other birds whether they saw a creeper at the foot of the tree. He continued, "We should cut the creeper." "Why must we destroy it?" asked the geese in surprise. "It is so small. What harm can it do?" The other birds asked in surprise, "Why should we cut the creeper? Since the creeper is so small, what danger can the creeper do us?" "My friends," replied the wise world bird, "that little creeper will soon grow. As it creeps up this tree, it will become thick and strong." The wise bird replied, "My friends, that small creeper will grow up soon along the tree. It will become thick and strong. Later, it will be difficult for us to destroy it." "What of that?" asked the geese. "What harm can a creeper do us?" The other birds asked, "What danger the creeper can do us when it will become thick and strong without knowing the danger in future?" "Don't you see?" replied the wise bird. "With the help of that creeper, it will be possible for someone to climb this tree. A hunter can come up and kill us all." The wise bird replied, "With the help of that thick and strong creeper, it will be easier for someone to climb this tree. Probably, a hunter could come up and kill us all." "Well, there is no hurry," they replied. "The creeper is very small. It would be a pity to destroy it now." The geese replied, "There is no hurry in destroying the creeper. It would be sad to destroy the tender or small plant now. Destroy the creeper while it is still young," the world bird advised. "Now it is tender and you can cut it easily. Later it will become hard and you will not be able to cut it." The world bird advised the other birds to cut the creeper when it is still young or small. The geese could cut it easily right now. Otherwise, it will become strong and they will not be able to do it afterwards. We will see," answered the birds. But they did not destroy the creeper. They forgot the wise world bird's advice. As the creeper grew, it began winding its way up the tree. We will see," the birds answered. They forgot the world bird's advice as the bird told them to cut the creeper. But the creeper grew. It began winding its way up the tree. Stronger and stronger it became until it was as strong as a thick rope. The creeper grew stronger and stronger until it became a thick rope. One morning, when the geese had gone out in search of food, a hunter came to the forest. One day, when the geese had flew away in search of food, a hunter came to the forest, the place where the birds lived. So, this is where the wild geese live, he said to himself. When they come back in the evening, I shall catch them. The hunter said to himself, this was the place where the wild geese lived. He will catch the birds when they came back in the evening. The hunter climbed up the tree with the help of the creeper. He got to the top and spread his net there. Then he climbed down and went away. After saying to himself he will catch the birds, the hunter climbed up the tree with the help of the creeper. He reached the top and spread his net there to trap the birds. Then he climbed down from the tree and went away. In the evening, the geese returned home. They did not notice the net. As they flew into the tree, they were trapped. They struggled hard to get out, but could not. After the hunter had spread the net, the geese returned home in the evening. They did not see the trap. When they flew into the tree, they were all caught in the net. They tried to get out, but they were not able to do it. Help, help, cried the geese. We are caught in the hunter's net. Oh, what shall we do? The geese cried for help as they were trapped in the hunter's net. They did not know how to escape from the trap. Don't make a fuss now, said the wise old bird. Long ago I told you to destroy the creeper, but you did not. Now see what has happened. Tomorrow morning, the hunter will come back and kill us all. On hearing the cry of the birds, the wise old bird said them not to make a fuss at this moment. He reminded the geese what it said long back. He said them to cut the creeper, but they forgot to do it. Now we were in trouble. The old bird said that the hunter would come back and kill us all the next day. We were foolish, wept the birds. We are very sorry we did not listen to you. Please tell us what to do. The birds wept that they were foolish and felt sorry for not listening the words of the old bird. The geese requested the wise bird to tell a way to escape from the trap. Then listen carefully, replied the wise bird. When the hunter comes, you must all pretend to be dead. Just lie still. The hunter will not want dead birds. He will throw us to the ground. It will then be easy for him to climb down, collect the dead birds, and take them home. The wise bird told the other birds to listen carefully to its words. It asked them to pretend to be dead. When the hunter comes tomorrow, he will think the birds were dead. So he will throw the dead birds to the ground one by one. Then he will climb down to collect the dead birds. When the last of us has been thrown down, we must quickly get up and fly away. When the last bird has been thrown out of the net, we all must get up and fly together. In the morning, the hunter came to the tree and climbed up. He looked at the geese in the net. They are all dead, he muttered to himself. He threw them out of the net one by one. The next day, the hunter came to the tree to collect the birds. He said to himself, the birds were dead. He threw them out of the net one by one. The birds lay still until the last one had been thrown down. Then all at once they got up, flapped their wings, and flew away. The hunter was taken by surprise. From the top of the tree, he watched all the geese fly away. The birds lay still on the ground and waited patiently until the last one had been thrown out of the net. Then, at once, all the geese flew away and saved themselves from the hunter. The hunter was surprised. He was not able to believe, because just before he saw the dead birds, he could do nothing. He was sitting at the top of the tree and just watched the geese flying away together. He lost all the birds because of the cleverness of the wise old bird. All the other geese were escaped from the hunter's net. Earlier, the geese did not listen to the advice of the wise bird. They did not cut the creeper, so they were caught in the hunter's net. Later, they paid attention to the advice of the wise bird, so they were escaped from the trap of the hunter. Moral of the story: we should always obey our elders and learn to do things on time, whatever our elders say. Otherwise, we may have to be in trouble like the geese in the story. Hope you enjoyed this story. Next, we learn grammar part from this lesson. Look at the list of words: in, out, of, at, to, about, up, for, away, by, from, top, etc. All these words are used in the story before the nouns. They show position or place of the nouns and also show the relationship of one noun to another noun in a sentence. Such words are called prepositions. Prepositions are otherwise called place words. We can define preposition. Prepositions show position of the nouns in a sentence. We can use them before the nouns. They also show relationship between two nouns in a sentence. The word preposition conveys two meanings. Position means place. Pre means before. Thus, preposition words are used before the nouns to show position or relationship of nouns in a sentence. For example, deep in a forest stood a very tall tree. The nouns in the sentence: forest, tree. Preposition in. In this sentence, the preposition in shows the position of the tree in the forest. Next, he noticed a small creeper at the foot of the tree. Nouns: creeper, foot, tree. Preposition at. The preposition at shows the position of the creeper in the tree. In this lesson, preposition words are mostly used. You can find them when you read the whole lesson. Difficult words and meanings. Geese, plural for goose. Large web-footed birds. Creeper, plant that needs support to grow, usually along a wall or a tree. Muttered, spoken in low voice. Winding, go in circular spiral course. Struggled, a forceful effort to get free of something. Flapped, move wings up and down. Children, hope you understood and learned the meaning of the new words. It's time to wind up our today's class. See you all again